We got another rocket. Okay, so this is the grid system. Let's launch this thing. I need a fish. I actually need to go over there. So let's get in our jet. And fly over. I've been screwing around 100%. We'll launch this thing. I want to get this going first. I got a rocket launcher. Mod that'll show you how many different let's get out of here. Let's delete all of that. I'm having problems with inventory's full. Let's get rid of that and some of those. There we go. So I found this blueprint for, it's a grid system. I'm probably gonna have to go back, but it counts the number of launches that you have. And so let's get this stamped down. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to. Rocket launch. Stamp. Damn it, I think I'm gonna have to go back and get some more. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's all here. Yeah, let's go get some more lights. Trash can. Let's do this first. Let's take all of our fuel out. Put in rocket fuel. Really get going. Yeah, I want to launch this rocket with our counter. Then, the problem is once you get going, it likes to fly. Let's adjust this again. Where's the next one? Over here. Having problems with fuel. So resetting this for 30 seconds. Just because of the distances. One more, clear over there. And I'm just watching in the upper right, I'm watching the map. I'm trying to be quiet because it's 1:30 a.m. Wife's asleep. Okay. There's this. Let's adjust this for 30 seconds. Ooh, 30 seconds. Get some solid fuel. Okay, let's go back up and get some parts. What do I need? Let's grab some of these while we're here. I don't need belts. Oh, I need lights. Grab these lights. Oh, I didn't need that many lights. Let's grab that. All the electricals. And I don't think I need any of the special chests to get this thing to work. Let's go find out. Let's go find out. Oops. Okay, we got all the lights, we got all the things. This should work. Let's wrap this back around that way. Oh, I'm out of belt. It doesn't matter. We're ready to launch. We got our launch. Our rocket's there. We need to add a fish. All the fish. Okay. And then we're going to set auto launch to with cargo because after this, going to, yeah, I don't want to have any of that because I already have an output here. Okay, time played 54 hours. Like I said, I was totally screwing around. I'm going to continue and then we're going to save it. And so now what I need to do, it didn't count. You stupid poop. Oh, it has to do with this. I remember now. And I don't have a requester chest. It's going to request, the satellites. Okay. So I'm going to uncheck that. So let's talk about this for just a second. So when we take a look at our map, I've been going crazy with solar and accumulators. And if we look, we've got 24 gigajoules worth of storage. I think it gets maybe halfway, maybe up into here before it overnight, because I've got so much. I've got so much solar panels. As you can see, all these sections here are solar panels, and it's just a ton of them. And then, you know, I go and place them down whenever I need to. But yeah, I've been screwing around. I rebuilt all of this, the copper mining, because just wasn't getting enough copper in our stations, and now it's coming in great. We get all kinds of copper. And then I've been playing around with some of these stops. If we zoom out, we can see this one's red because I have it set to enable or disable if everything in that chest for that train stop is greater than 2.4 thousand, and that's a whole train load. Not sure how he stopped there. Because it should have been disabled. I don't know. It's kind of weird. And then I set up this whole array because you have to build the silo, and it takes a bunch of stuff. If we take a look at the recipe for the rocket silo, 200 electric engines, 200 blue circuits, 1,000 concrete, 1,000 steel. So I had to set this up to make my engines. And then I had to set this up to make concrete. So you kind of got to do some some extra stuff. And then I've been farting around with, you know, getting the steel furnaces. Still need to add a bunch there because it's not all done. And then oil and liquids is just a pain in the butt. It's a stupid nightmare. And this needs to be flushed because we don't need that. Oh, it was full. Who cares? We still got some. Nope, we're out. Oh, I'm not over there. Cool. So this is supposed to be making lubricant is just a pain. I know there's guys out there. I've been on Reddit and people are like, I don't understand why people have such a difficult time why they hate liquids and oil products. I'm like, it's just, you gotta get everything just balanced just right. And because these will produce all of these things at the same time. And if this is full, if my tanks are full, then it stops making all of it. And it's really stupid. Just not having a fun time with that. But I got things working. So we got solid fuel and we got some, what is this? I forget. I got to drain these tanks. Cause this is light oil and it takes in coal. This is liquefaction. Is that what it is? Liquefaction? I can't never remember. Coal liquefaction, yeah. So it takes in coal, heavy oil, and steam, and then it outputs these three, but the ratios are crazy. Like it gives you 90 heavy oil, and it only takes in 25, so you get a bunch back. So once you kind of prime it, what is all this? Once you prime it, then we got another guy out of gas. Where you at? There. Kind of getting sick of you guys. Getting sick of you. Let's adjust this to 30 seconds. Let's give you the good stuff. Anyway, ooh, robot left. Come on back. So anyway, what were we talking about? We were talking about this. So yeah, I've just been exploring. I expanded. I added another green circuit section, and a bunch more trains. And this is, I don't know, everything. It's working. It's just taking forever to get anything done because this was never designed to be high throughput. It wasn't meant to be just going nuts. It was meant to experiment. For me, I've never done a grid and finished the game in a grid pattern like this, a city block. And so that to me was more of the reason that I did this, so that I could learn, just kind of play around with trains. I learned a ton about trains and limits. I don't know why this is not disabling. Oh, because there's more than 9,000. Okay, that's working. 9,000. Yeah, learned a ton of stuff about the game, about how to play and how the mistakes you make. Now I need to set this up for, this is the dumb part, is satellites. Look at that. I need 100 blue circuits, 100 low density structures, 50 rocket fuel, 100 solar panels, 100 accumulators, and 5 radars. And all of that, send one rocket. I think you get like 2,000 white science out of that. Let's get out of the ship here. Making too much noise. You get, I think, 2,000 white science. And from here on out, the only reason you need white science is to infinitely keep researching robot speed and mining productivity. That's the only reason in vanilla that you ever need. Well, if you're playing with biters, let me put a caveat on that. If you're playing with biters, you probably want your artillery shells, increases both automatic and manual range of artilleries, and then the increases shooting speed of artillery. So if you're playing with biters, those would be the other. So 4 things in total that you would want to have. Keep launching rockets and have them come back. But I don't care about any of that. I beat the game. So again, beat it again. This was fun. I didn't even use any of this. I was just getting warmed up. It's just getting warmed up. I do like playing with my Spidertrons. Those are a blast because they're over here getting brick. Here they are. I got 3 of them. The red leader and then 2 followers that are black. Just to kind of keep them like a color pattern going. Red and black always go really good together, in my opinion. And I could have made those any colors I wanted to. I can come in here and say, hey, now you're going to be, let's go blue. There we go. Let's go blue. Spider-Man colors, I guess. Red and blue. They're just so cool. One thing I do need to do is upgrade. I need to sit down and make a bunch of blueprints because so you make the Spidertrons, but then as you can see here, you want to equip them with portable fusions and then batteries and then robots. And I don't have anything set up to do that. That's what I started to do here in my wall number 3 was starting to set up a little tiny mall that would just make me fusion generators, give me some power, give me some legs, give me all the things I need to load out my spiders. We don't even have any more. I tried Sushi Belt. I didn't like the default that I got this blueprint off somebody else. I didn't like how they had it set up. And so I decided to try the other method. There's two methods when you're doing a Sushi Belt. There's the memory cell version, and then there's a belt counting. In the memory cell, the belt was almost empty and nothing was being made. And it was incredibly infuriating to me to try and figure out how to get that fixed. So I'm like, well, let me go over to a belt system that's supposed to count. Oops. Where'd it go? It's supposed to count the belts. You set up a counter. There's supposed to be one for each product that you use, and there's 7. And then you say enable this inserter if there's 0 blue, whatever you say on the belt. But as you can see, it's full because some of this other stuff is stupid. It's just too fast. So anyway, I'll have to fart around with that next time. I kind of want to make my own blueprints for this. This would probably be a lot better on a bus system. And I've never played around with beacons. I've never really done that. I don't need to. I'm not doing a mega mall, so I don't need to make 10,000 iron plates per minute. And that's where beacons shine. They give you bonuses on productivity and stuff. Anyway, so that is the mall. Not the mall. That's the how you beat the game with a city block type style.